a tiny pond. Light up streams and shoot them dead. The crowd looks hungry and it'll keep them fed. Oh my God, you just shot him out of the sky. How the fuck record that? That was the sickest thing ever. The officer has arrived. Millimeter or a pitching wedge. You think you know him, he's got the edge. Officer first on the scene, man in uniform and the boots are clean. Uno, dos, Mexican digit, Dorito fingers start to fidget. Cuatro, Moflon, Gritos, Ronda, rouse them up like Santa Panza. Buckle up and hit the siren, stick 'em up cause Kofi's firing. Oh my God, you just shot him out of the sky. How the fuck record that? That was the sickest thing ever. Packing messy and he's packing heat. Undercover but he's on the beat. Handcuffs but they're pink and fluffy. Begging for mercy like your name was Duffy. Pass the test, big boot to ring your bell. Hung to dry on a clothesline from hell. In the cruiser and he's got the driver. Water hazard, he's a deep sea diver. Got the LNG, this ain't PGA. Kofi strap, put your gun away. Oh my God, you just shot him out of the sky. How the fuck record that? That was the sickest thing ever. Oh my God, you just shot him out of the sky. How the fuck record that? That was the sickest thing ever. Packing messy and he's packing heat. Undercover but he's on the beat. Handcuffs but they're pink and fluffy. Begging for mercy like your name was Duffy. Pass the test, big boot to ring your bell. Hung to dry on a clothesline from hell. In the cruiser and he's got the driver. Water hazard, he's a deep sea diver. Got the LNG, this ain't PGA. Kofi strap, put your gun away. Oh my God, you just shot him out of the sky. How the fuck record that? That was the sickest thing ever. Oh my God, you just shot him out of the sky. How the fuck record that? That was the sickest thing ever. Oh my God, you just shot him out of the sky. How the
Oh my God!
You just shot him out of the sky! Oh my lord! You came to me in a dream last night. You were standing in a brilliant light. 1 minute here, but the next you were gone. I thought you could stay, but I was so wrong. The end is here, the game is over. No more pretending, no more, no more. The end is here, the end is here, the end is here, the end is here. sky. Oh my lord.
I hear you. It's a bit late in the day. It's very late in the day to be going live. And you're saying there's no way. How could there be time for a treble now? And the answer is there isn't. And this is a problem that's plagued the officer for a while. I need a short form series. And this has been cooking for a while. But I think I have my short form series.
Start the counter. Officer against the clock. The man to make time stand still to get the trophy to bust the block.
3,600 seconds, 60 minutes, 1 hour, 0 failure. Scanning the fields, will he hit a dead end? Putting the trophies into confinement. Coffee hits the streets doing crime and only has 1 hour to get a diamond. 1 hour diamond. The 1 hour diamond. Officer Kofi, gotta get it done. 1 hour the hour. Officer Kofi, Kofi gotta get it done. 1 hour the hour.
Concept simple. 1 hour to get a diamond. The 1 hour diamond. 60 minutes. How's it going to look? The Golden Treble is a revolutionary series. What it also does is it puts the officer at the behest of the wheel. This puts things back into my hands. 60-minute timer. Before we start, I pick my loadout. I also pick my map. Multiplayer, of course. And we have 60 minutes to pull a diamond off of it. I'm open to map switching. If we get kicked out, I'm open to moving. I'm definitely open to that. It's very much led by the officer. The 1 hour diamond. Let's do it. Let's actually get it done. This is no small task. There's a lot to consider with this, but it is no small task. If we can get a completion of this, that's impressive. That's a moment. And we're all about great moments. The 1 hour diamond. I need to get a loadout. And what am I thinking for the debut of the 1 hour diamond? I am thinking that we absolutely feature my very favourite in the world. The drilling rifle. I'm about bringing the drilling rifle here. It takes everything. And so it will be coming along for the spin on the first episode of the 1 hour diamond. Let us see. It's under shotguns, I believe. There it is, the Drellic drilling rifle. In you get a 1 hour diamond. It's bold. It's brave. And it's the unknown. This is the thing with these series. To me, it's the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen here. It could be an hour of us looking at tracks and then nothing happens. It could be action-packed with trolls and potentials. And it could just be us getting a diamond in an hour, which would be nuts. I should probably bring Buckshot, just because that will cover that little class 2 to 4 that I do need covered. So we might have to use some buckshot, unless we bring a second rifle, which I might, because I don't like I think it's key that we just have the ability to take animals with relative ease here. That's going to be what it hinges on. We don't want to make it harder than it needs to be. The challenge is getting the diamond, really. That's where the difficulty lies. I think I bring a secondary rifle then. The 22-250 takes 2 to 4. I like you as the secondary rifle. Yes. We'll use the drilling rifle where possible, but it's good to have this as an option, I think. I think. Right. Let's see how that looks then. We kept the bow, because you never know. Might want to get the bow involved if we find something special. 22-250 is in. I'm going to bring 16 bird shot off the rip. And then that. And then that. Boom. Get rid of those. Put you up there. Okay. That is the loadout. It is the drilling rifle. And the 22-250, as well as a bow. It's not in our best interest to start shooting things off the rip. It's in our best interest to find max weight tracks to spot as many animals as we can and find at least potential diamonds. Couple of precursors as well, because I kind of already know where I'm going. If you've got an issue where, not that animals make diamond easy, because some do, and that's fine. If you've got an issue where animals are bugged in their scoring, and there's kind of an exploit, they definitely don't count for this. I'm talking specifically at the moment of magpie geese and stubble quail, which are making diamond to break the bank. Both those animals are found on the map I am intending to go to, which is Emerald Coast, Australia, mate. I'm going to Australia. We're going to get a diamond up Australia. That's where we're going. A diamond in an hour off of Australia. My plan is I want to cover as much of this area right here as I can. I'm looking to find anything that pops up, but Banteng is what I have in mind. They are good trophy animals, and I think there's a chance. A chance! Now, I see zones aplenty along here, for sure. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I'm going to go up here. We're going to really cover off the war there to see as many Banteng and potentially everything else as we can. It's hard to gauge how much time 60 minutes actually is until I start that counter and play through it once and get a real feel for that. It's not that long. And it's good to have some kind of a game plan, just to kind of know what it is I want to do off the rip. Before we start seeing anything, before we start running into animals straight away, we have got to, for the very first time, in the very first episode of the 1 Hour Diamond, start the timer.
Start the counter. Officer
We're off.
against the clock. The man to make time stand still to get the trophy to bust the block.
3,600 seconds, 60 minutes, 1 hour, 0 failure. Scanning the fields, will he hit a dead end?
power down.
And off the rip, we're taking on tracks. We're seeing what's going on. Banteng we have already ran into. Not seeing anything huge immediately. No max weight. They do make it at level 4, which are definitely the sorts of species we're going to have to put a focus on. That one back there looks decent. That's only a level 3. I got a little bit excited when I seen that one. I thought that might have had the potential to be level 4. Not sure on the diamond score. I think it's like something like 137, I want to say. And if I'm right, that gives that no real chance. Obviously at level 3, it's not going to have much of a chance. I'm conscious I got to kind of spot everything and move. I also want to make sure I don't miss anything, because there will just be animals coming out of the background like that guy. They are on the move at the moment. A level 4 is minimum what we're looking for here. For sure. For sure. Do you know what I mean? We do only have 1 hour to get a diamond. Fallow deer. There's a lot happening. Australia is, I think, a great choice to kick off on here. Just because there's so many animals. We could take a look at the crocs. The crocs could be a shout. The crocs could be an opportunity. Now I do want to kind of turn around though, because I am going the wrong way. There's a fox. Things like fox, they're going to be opportunity. You know, if we come out here going, let's focus on fox, we're never going to get a completion on the 1 hour diamond. That's just how it be. I'm gonna go down yonder. But there are banteng aplenty. That is for sure. We just need big enough banteng. We could stay near the war because there is that opportunity of spotting crocodiles and banteng at the same time. I just don't know exactly where the banteng will be feeding or resting, and will they be close enough to the water to where I can see both. But the focus needs to be banteng because they have the highest rate of could be diamond. There's a level 5, but not the level 5 we need. Not the level 5 we be needing. I'd like to at least, I think really, I'd like to at least have something that has a chance during the course of it. It would be disappointing to not have something that has a squeak. But that could well happen, you know. It's not that easy. It's really not, and it is. There's a bit of luck involved. So we'll just make sure we cover the ground, see as much as we can, and hope for the best. Always being conscious of that timer. Counting down. We're 6 minutes in to the 1 hour diamond. I think this is a short form series. That's mad essential. Do you know? We could pop one of these out at any moment. You'll just be eating your lunch now. Here's the thing, right? Stubble quail. They are around here. They also are very broken at the moment. They make diamond. There's definitely a diamond in here. Like, yeah, there you go. There's a stubble quail that is a 4 easy when they go up to... There's a level 5 stubble quail right there. They go up to level 3 normally. Stubble quail, extraordinarily broken. They will not count. They are an exception here. Whereas things like wildebeest are fine. Banteng are fine. You know, things that do make it, but you still gotta go get them. They're common diamonds. But I would dare not use the word easy. There's nothing easy in this game or in life. Now, I'm kind of going down near the war here. Will I be seeing Banteng, or do I have to kind of go up there? We'll see. Yeah, I'm also conscious of looking at those zones that this is a there was Banteng there. Those are probably ones we've already seen. There are a lot of zones discovered on this map, so it's heavily hunted. So you would think, you know, if there's something here, it's probably already been seen. It also just means that a lot of animals are getting shot here, which means there's a lot of respawns. You know, I wouldn't read too deeply into the need zones. Hopefully I can make case in point by nabbing a diamond today in an hour. It's going to be a series of payoff, really. You know, this is not something I'm going to be able to do every time. Definitely not. It might take a while, but the payoff is going to be worth it. Landing a diamond in 60 minutes. That's the payoff. That's the moment, the completion. You know, golden treble. It often takes a while, but it's always getting completed. This is a different kettle of fish. And now we do see crocs. The Banteng are not going to be down around here. Okay, I think we need to go up. We need to go up. Not sure what all else is down here. There's definitely Banteng. There's definitely crocodiles. Hopefully some deer around as well. I won't sneeze at a deer. As we approach the 10-minute mark. And I suppose a lot of this hinges on my decision making before we start too. Do you know? My plan. Where am I going? What ground am I covering? Gonna have to be smart with that. Without just going out every 1 hour diamond and saying I'm going to look at wildebeest. You gotta mix it up too, because there's trophies to be got. There is trophies to be got at. There's more Banteng. I feel like again we've probably seen that one, but we'll try see if we can get a look here. Not looking good, bruv. Tracks are going to be key here, really. Gotta find the big weight tracks and commit to those. That'll be the play. We could always change tune at the halfway point. We could always go down and look at some kangaroo and goats, which, now that I say that, is probably an excellent play. There's a lot to see on Australia, mate. Australia, mate! A 1 hour diamond. I think it's just another it's another blockbuster series, really. Would you call it as original as the Golden Treble? No, you wouldn't. You would not. But as with anything, the officer can put his own original spin on it. And that will happen as the series blossoms and develops and comes under scrutiny from the audience. And from me. There's just a lot can happen with the 1 hour diamond, you know? And again, once the theme song is locked in, which it is, that is half the battle. If you've got a good theme song, then you've got something on your hands. You've got something special. There's Banteng in there. They are really tucked away. Let's see. Gonna have to probably work off spooking them and getting tracks here. Whoa. Level 3. Couple of decent level 3s, but not quite what I'm after. I need something with the potential. We're creeping up to the 15-minute mark so quick here. Do you know, it's not much time. It's really not. It is not much time. I'm also conscious we don't end up shooting a lot doing this. We definitely don't end up shooting much. And I suppose the more you shoot, the more time you lose on the taking the shot, picking the animal up. It's all almost an experimental phase, though. Do you know? It's all very new. It's in its infancy. Yeah, I reckon half an hour and then we go down Feral Goat Kangaroo Road. That might be the way. That's if we don't already have a Diamond Banteng secured. Which we might. Do you know? If you believe you can achieve. Which we might. This is my game just closed. This is not a great area right here. This is not very good at all. I think this is going to be what's key here really. When we run into this on the 1 hour diamond, we gotta be decisive, we gotta move, we gotta be agile, gotta be jumping around. If it's not going well, we'll just get bogged down, we'll lose time. I'm conscious, 15 minutes gone. Into the wind. So I say we go this way. This is more flat. This is more workable. Now we go find Banteng. So like, really they're like kind of all here, but they might also be in here. Ooh, that could be a play. I think it is a play. I'm going to go around here. And then up here. I'm thinking like a guy that knows what he's doing, and I am a guy that knows what he's doing. But yeah, we don't start Team Banteng, and we do have that plan B of goats and kangaroo. How amazing would it be to get a diamond kangaroo to complete the 1 hour diamond? That would be nutty, actually. I'm also very excited for another treble this weekend. I can't wait for another treble this weekend. Spinning the wheel again, getting 3 episodes down. It's going to be emotional. It's just so good to be back. It's just so good to be back doing it. I love it. It's great. If for no one else, then for me. I enjoy it. I also feel like we're very close to DLC. I feel like we're very, very close to the next piece of DLC for Call of the Wild. If memory serves, early March sounds about right in my head. For like a weapon pack / a dog / something else. I'm gonna say like you could see something Tuesday. Potentially. You could see some teaser, some sort of indication as to something is coming again. My guess, I think, as much as I'm not huge on this, and I don't actually think it will add a huge amount, just because I can't see how it would be implemented that well, is trail cams. I think trail cams are next. That's on the horizon. Trail cams are probably the next thing. We got feeders, and my guess is trail cams are probably next. I'm not so pushed on that, but you know, obviously I'm jumping on the hype train. Any content is good content in my eyes. Now I see some tracks. Have we played it well? I think we have. Gotta be seeing max weights. Max weight band thing will be the way. Like that one there. Alright. We saw a few levels freeze down below not so long ago. That were max weight, which kind of lessens a max weight track in terms of the potential. But one leads to many, do you know? They are herded. Also, Austin in the multiplayer just harvested a diamond kangaroo. Is that a bad omen? Is that a good omen? We don't know. I'm not reading into it too much. There's some band thing right there. Is that the group I'm on? I don't think so. Is that the track I'm on? I don't see a max weight in there. That's a level 3, not max weight. Yeah, I don't see one big enough to be the one we're tracking. More Banteng, good Banteng though, you know what I mean? Diamond Kangaroo taken off the map. Man, we should have went for Kangaroo first, we could have found that one. Where is this Banteng? Is he up here? Not seeing him. You would think he was with that one though. Just on location alone, you would think he's up there with that one. The thing with these as well is they're nice for this because they are quite slow. So you can kind of run them down. We have just taken over 20 minutes as well. 1/3 of the way through the 1 hour diamond. The first ever 1 hour diamond. Suffice to say, we have not yet got a 1 hour diamond. Oh yeah, he's in there. He's a level 3, I think. He's not, there's another max weight in there. There is another max weight because I spot you and this track does not highlight. You gotta be as attentive as I am to these things. There is another max weight one around there. See, he's not with that group. In fact, he might be solo. Like Ayaz. like Jason Derulo. TGIF and TGI OHD. And just a little pop-up one, just to keep everyone on their toes. I could go live at any moment. That's a level 3 max weight. That might be the guy I'm tracking. It's actually not though. That might be the guy I'm tracking. That is the guy I'm tracking. He is a level 3. Okay, we've seen a few max weights, but no level 4 yet. Not a 1. Not one level 4 yet. Yeah, we'd seen that one. Gotta go up here. I've got to. We're approaching the halfway point. I am astutely aware that this fella took a diamond kangaroo out of here, which maybe discourages me from going down for them on this particular map. But in terms of like switching server and taking a look, level 3, level 2. Not seeing the big band thing, actually. Let me get the drilling rifle a little run out here, just for the sake of. I just absolutely had no breath there. But we came this far. Banting. It might be the only shot we take today, and it did not go well. Just to really put him down and out. Is the drilling rifle struggling on Banting? Maybe it's good that happened, just so we know. Now, he will die, but am I going to get him? No, I'm against the clock. I am up against the clock. I think right now is a good time to leave this map. I'm not buying into this map. I don't believe in it. It doesn't smell of diamond. I'm thinking we switch tact. We stay on Australia. We go to a different server, and we look at kangaroo feral goat. That's the play. It's hard to argue with that. That might well be the play.
Start the counter. Officer against the clock. The man to make time stand still to get the trophy to bust the block.
3,600 seconds, 60 minutes, 1 hour, 0 failure. Scanning the fields, will he hit a dead end? Putting the trophies into confinement. Coffee hits the streets doing crime and only has 1 hour to get a diamond.
Nice.
1 hour diamond. The 1 hour diamond. Officer
Nice.
Kofi.
This looks untouched.
Gotta get it done. 1 hour
Like the
hour.
Veronicas. It's an incredible theme song. It's an incredible theme song. Of that there can be no doubt. I mean, it always is. Do you know what I mean? If the officer's going to deliver on anything, it's the music. Just know that generating this theme song is why there is an electricity crisis worldwide, and it's worth it. Who needs electricity when you can have a 1 hour diamond theme song? Right. I'm hopeful. We're looking for roos. We're looking for feral goats potentially. I think that's what we're finding down here. Maybe fox. We're far enough down to where we're not going to see deer, but that's fine. I think you have to kind of commit yourself to a species on this. Going in with no plan or no focus, you could quickly find yourself chasing shadows, and that's definitely not what we want to be doing on the 1 hour diamond. Feral goat tracks going that way. I guess we just kind of start following tracks a little bit, and one thing leads to another. One thing leads to another. A feral goat. Host here is level 10, and I think he may have actually opened this, so I think this is a level 10 map. I do see kangaroo tracks. What I say, one thing leads in to another. Just getting active, looking to see animals. That is the way. Feral goats and kangaroos are on the menu. The 22-250, if a kangaroo comes along, or a feral goat, the 22-250 will be happening to get in the work for us. The drilling rifle is not the option. It would have to be buckshot. So, on theme, the 22-250 did come out with Emerald Coast Australia. Is 53-66 the max weight kangaroo track? I know most kangaroos generally are around max weight. I think it is. Not seeing these just yet, and I am aware that we're kind of hurtling towards out of bounds here. Right, there is feral goat down there. Level 4. Not quite. It's probably the goats we're on. I'd imagine it's the goats that we're on there. Anything more from that kangaroo though? He might be our guy, if we can find him. Okay, nothing else spectacular there. Again, we're probably out of bounds in a moment. But that's okay. We'll work the very ends of this map. Should be more goats over here. Indeed. Indeed. Haven't seen the roos yet. I would be interested in getting a peek at them. Okay, we are kind of heading out of bounds, so I think we go this way. Well, the door and give me the call. Halfway. No such luck yet. It's gonna be a challenge. Mixed bag. Right. It's not as lively down here as I would have liked it to be. It's not. And we're getting... Yeah, why is this guy down here? Do we switch tact again? Again, there's a fella where I want to go. Options. We need to start running into kangaroos, really. That's where I'm at. We need to start running into kangaroos. It's now or never. It's me against the clock. The clock is winning. Why would this guy come down here? Another goat. Not one kangaroo. Like, am I too far down? I feel like they're kind of everywhere down here. But at the minute they're nowhere. I suppose a rule to clarify as well. If we have an animal dead on the floor and the timer hits 0, we are allowed to pick up the animal. If we haven't shot and the timer hits 0, it's over. The animals need to be dead within the time for them to count towards this. That's my feel. I think that's the way. That's the rule. It's locked in. You are watching the creation of a series before your eyes. A long-standing series with an amazing theme tune. Again, I do not see any kangaroo. Feel we will have to run into them. They are just down here, like. Could chance some water sources just in case. I don't think they're drinking. They drink at night, I believe. Maybe we just go up this way. We might just like aim to kind of end here, you know, or up here. Just to get a lake, just to see something, you know, just to see what's happening there. And with 25 minutes on the clock, things are going to have to start happening rather quickly. Again, nothing really out here. This is this hasn't worked as well as I thought it would. Australia is normally pretty stacked. Red fox. Maybe going up this way is going to be the play in the end. The kangaroo don't look to be that far down right now. In whatever zone it is they're in. Just a trickling of feral goats. A trickling, but nothing. Nothing with it. There's a couple of decent ones in there, but nothing with that real potential. Also, where do you want to see episode 2 of this happen? What map do you want to see that happen on? I have my ideas, but I'm open to suggestion. I am open to suggestion on that. I can be swayed. I can be convinced. It's It's not happening here. It's really not. There's nothing down here. I'm tempted to push on because I think the kangaroo could be in this area. I am tempted to push on. Some decent level 4 feral goats, they really are, but they're not worth the time. I need a diamond. And we got about 20 minutes to do it. About 20 minutes. Make sure I'm not missing any monsters, but I don't think I am. The lack of kangaroo is a bit nuts. To have not seen one all across there. Don't know if it's ever happened to me personally. Not a one. Don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're at. I bet he's down there with them though. No, feral goat. There is kangaroo down there. Okay, maybe we stop laser focusing on kangaroo now and we just gotta maybe come across something. We gotta get a bit lucky. We have to be a bit fortunate. That might be how it goes. That might be how it goes. There's fallow deer drinking 208. Don't think that has much of a chance. Pretty sure the diamond is bigger than 208. It's not a bad one though. Fallow deer drink time. Do we just go... This fella's after lighting this area up, so I can't really use that area. Do I try this area? I think I do. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. That was awful. There was no kangaroo. What the hell? Not one kangaroo. Not a one. Right. What are we seeing? Crocodile, banteng, and possibly some other deer species down this way. Our last hope, really. Crunch time. It's 1 hour diamond time. There's a undiscovered banteng zone here. Max weight banteng right now could really hit. Could hit hard. But I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing a lot of females. And small males. I've got to commit to this track. I think I've just got to commit to track on that. I do. Is that the max weight for them? I think it is. I don't think they go up to like 800 or anything. I hope so, otherwise I've been chasing my tail, so to speak. Not seen any more tracks from that particular male, but he must be with the group. He is surely with the group. Do hope so. Oh no, I don't see any more tracks now. Where is he? Where are they? Show me that blue track. That's the one I got. Is he up this way? I feel like I'm just heading back to the outpost. Where'd he go? Frustrating. Very frustrating. His track just stops. It disappears. Duh. He's also going that way. I guess I have to just go the other way then. It's not looking good for this 1 hour diamond. This has been, it's just been not great. It just hasn't worked out. There's also like Pizza Dome directly on the way. And there's the max weight, I think. And he's a level 3. There's 2 level 3 max weights in there. Unless they go up to 800, which they very well could do. To not have seen one, even level 4 Banting, is nuts. Their track might go up to 800. Now that I think about it. I might have been chasing shadows all this time. Their max weight is 800. I have not been chasing max weight tracks at all. The Call of the Wild Companion app is going to be very key to this series. I need to be making sure of that before I commit. What a disaster. Where are the huge Banting then? You'd normally just see max weight Banting. You wouldn't have to go without all that much. I feel like they're not uncommon, do you know? They are today. If with 13 minutes on the clock as well, oh my, I might die. Please stop running directly into me. Oh my god. With 13 minutes on the clock, I think what this episode really will highlight and what the story of this episode will be is that the 1 hour diamond is no small feat. I've never rescued a pizza dome so quick in all my life. I had to sprint. Their timing is not great, but their food is good. There's a sandbar deer warning call up there. Not a bad one either. Lord knows what we spooked whilst I was gone. And just like that. Oh my god, I sprinted back up to get here. God, every second counts. That's such a good find, but it's just not anywhere near big enough. God, did we spook loads of Banteng there? Probably. 10 minutes to find something. Last 10. Can I get on more Banteng? Can I find a max weight Banteng? Can I find something else? There's a red deer. Not able. In 9 minutes and 32 seconds. I will. Here we go, Banteng. That's a big red deer. That's a mythical. Oh. What are you? There's, oh my lord, look at all the animals down here. And just nothing. Nothing with a chance. God, can my monitor stop trying to screen clean when there's 9 minutes left? A mythical. That's so unlucky. Could have been an unbelievable find at the last moment. It's kind of crazy that I didn't see one max weight Banteng and all that. They are not, as I say, not uncommon. Are the max weights, but not to be. There's so many. I've obviously flushed all these animals, pushed them all. 137. He's not max weight though, so I don't know if he's got a chance. The estimate has a chance if I can get a shot. Did I spot that fox? I did. Right, let's go 100 meters. This has to be pretty clutch shooting here. I think he has a I think not at max weight. I don't know if he could ever make it, but also mightn't have got that. We'll never know. I think he has to be max weight. There's no way he can make it below max weight. But I think 137 is diamond. So now I do think I messed up the shot because I had to take it in a rush, and the drilling rifle is borderline on something this big. Where would the blood be? I mean, I hit it, so there is blood. You know what? Bloodhound is probably a good shout for these episodes as well. This is probably the blood. It's actually a vital. Okay. I really don't think there's a chance. Again, more sambar deer, which is very nice. That's a decent Rusa, but it's not quite big enough. I mean, just in case there's a miracle. I missed the neck. Maybe I didn't though, because he is going down quite quickly. I see the Banteng. I have a Rusa. I believe the Rusa has no chance. Things are starting to get shot now. We have 6 minutes and 50 seconds to rip. We're trying to find as much as we can. Level 5, but not the level 5 we need. Crocs in the war. We really managed to flush all the animals together. This guy was max trophy rating, was diamond rating, but he is not max weight. Are you it? 126, he's not close, but it is 137, so not quite. The Rusa deer also hit the deck. Didn't think I got a neck shot. Neck shot would have dropped it for sure. I don't know where I hit it. Spine maybe? 6 minutes. 6 minutes for something to happen right at the end here. It was upper neck and jaw. 148 diamond for them. We're probably just going to keep running into that big group of animals we'd just spooked there. So unlucky on that red deer. Big red deer, but he had mythical antlers, and he was mythical, so no such luck. Where did that come from? Where did that crocodile call come from? Magpie geese, again, they are making diamond like nobody's business, but they are broken, so they will not count. Unfortunate. I wouldn't mind to shoot one down and win, but that's not what this is about. That is not what this is about. That's not how I'll be completing the 1 hour diamond for the first time. Trust me. Incredible we didn't see a max weight banting and all that. We didn't see loads and loads of banting, but we saw enough. Usually every couple of groups got a max weight in there. Again, these are probably just tracks from things I've seen. I think we just got a wrap here. Just see if we can find another couple of groups of something. There's a roost of deer up in the trees there. All females? It looks like it. Didn't have time to stop and look. That's just where we're at now. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, 4 minutes. 4 minutes, 4 minutes. Man, and there's nothing around me. Gotta trek on, try find one more thing. One more animal. To try do it. It was a first episode of nothing really happening. A little burst at the end as things became more urgent. But again, as I said a minute ago, this does highlight, I think, this first episode does just highlight how difficult this could prove to be. And that it might be something that we're waiting to complete. There's a roost deer that has fled. Level 4 up to 130, not big enough. Level 3. I mean, we are now in the looking for a miracle stage, where we're 3 minutes down, we're spotting, we're hoping to come across something special. Do we gamble on the water? There's hog deer up there, okay. I guess we go up into these trees, that might be the last thing to try. Do I see that hog deer? I do, he's level 3. They are up to level 5, so no shot on him. Or do I gamble on crocodiles? I think I gotta gamble crocodiles. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Can we find a good crocodile? Are there any down here? There's a sambar deer fleeing out of there. Show me him. I guess I go this way. Maybe get a look at that sambar deer. Might be our last hope. Might be last chance saloon. Crocodile track there, not max weight. We move. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. If this sambar deer is a level 5, it might be the only chance. And then we gotta make it happen in 2 minutes. We're at crunch time. Where's the male? There's the male. Level 3. Not to be on this one. Minute 40. A minute and 40. Do we have super late drama here? Not seeing anything in front of me. Sambar deer fleeing again. Can I get eyes on that? And with 1 minute left, it might be the only chance. Red deer. That could be the mythical that we saw earlier. Oh, it looked at when I spotted it. It looked amazing. It's not though. It's a big 7. 48 seconds. Did this sambar deer flee somewhere handy so I can see him? did he? Not seeing him. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I think we came to the right area right at the end. Had we have got here earlier, we could have seen a lot more, I feel. The Banteng and Kangaroos just did not deliver. It's unfortunate, but that's how it goes. On the 1 hour diamond, 8 seconds left. And I don't see nothing else. And there it is. We take our hands off.
Start the counter. I'm stand still to get the trophy to bust the block. 36, 100 seconds, 60 minutes, 1 hour, 0 failure. Scanning the fields, will he hit a dead end? Putting the trophies into confinement. Coffee hits the streets doing crime and only has 1 hour to get a diamond. 1 hour diamond. The 1 hour diamond. Officer Kofi, gotta get it done. 1 hour be hour.
I am still running around Australia looking for that sandbar deer, but yeah, I don't see him.
Kofi gotta get it done. Yeah. 1 hour DL.
But there you go. That's our short form series, episode 1 of the 1 hour diamond in the books. It was uneventful. It was uneventful in truth. But I think a few things just didn't work out. It was that initial Banteng were the plan, and we saw enough Banteng. But I mean, first of all, I was tracking ones that weren't max weight because I thought max weight was the one below max weight. But incredibly, max weights are quite common for those. We didn't see one, not one, so we had a bit of bad luck with that. When we switched tact for kangaroo, we did not see one kangaroo down the bottom of that map, which is crazy. They're always down there, but they weren't today. The 1 hour diamond did not deliver on kangaroo, and it was just in that last few minutes where I had to bust off to get my food and come back. We had flushed everything. And saw loads right at the end. Got a nice few deer, but nothing big enough to complete the 1 hour diamond, which means we're coming back next time with a point to prove, with a 1 hour diamond to complete. But that is the first episode of the 1 hour diamond. So whether you watched it live or you're tuning in after the fact, thank you for joining, and keep your eyes peeled for the next golden treble and, of course, the second episode of Officer Kofi's 1 hour diamond.
Fella launching it.
Oh my god! You just shot him out of the sky! Oh my lord!
You came to me in a dream last night. You were standing in a brilliant light. 1 minute here, but the next you were gone. I thought you could stay, but I was so wrong. The end is here, the game is over.
No more pretending.